Alrighty, welcome back to the League of Legends NACE tournament? Is it a tournament? I think it's a tournament.
I think it's a tournament.
I think it's a tournament. This is game 3 for our league boys. I'm Gail and I'm here with
Roxanne.
and I hope you guys are ready for a League of Legends match today because I know I absolutely am.
Today we are playing the SAIT Trojans, hailing all the way from Canada. So that's exciting.
They're from Canada.
They are from Canada.
I didn't actually know that. I think it's so crazy that we play from people with people all the way from Canada. Like
Yeah,
that's like a whole different country.
it is. It is. It's like here in Pittsburgh we have the Carnegie Mellon University Trojans, and I'm like, oh yes, we're playing the Trojans from Pittsburgh. No,
No.
playing all the way some folks in Canada. So I think that's pretty exciting.
Do we? I don't think we play any Pittsburgh teams. I think we
Nah.
no. But I feel like that's also cool because we get to see like a lot of teams from a lot of different states and apparently countries, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah. I think that might be like our first one of the season, like from like
Yeah.
a different country, because that's like really cool.
I know last year we played Montreal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was a fun game, I think. I
Yeah,
think if I remember correctly, I think we did really well that game, but I don't fully remember.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah. So,
So we are, we're here.
we're here
We're
and it's very exciting. I'm sorry.
yes. No, no, you're good. Um, excited for a game today. Obviously, we're here. Gail has their gear on.
I do.
Gail's
It's
repping.
not my esports gear, but I'm still repping Point Park. You
Always
gotta
gotta
rep
rep.
Point Park. Speaking of repping, did you know that we're sponsored by Red Bull?
We are. We're so cool.
We're so cool. Who else do you know is sponsored by Red Bull?
We're waiting
Exactly.
for an answer.
Exactly. That's why we're awesome and really cool, and that's because we drink Red Bull and it gives us wings.
True.
So,
We be soaring over the competition.
for real. I decided to go in a little bit blind today. I did not listen to the draft like I did last time. So, because I wanted to be completely surprised about who we were picking today so I can get the full excitement.
I feel that. I feel like that is. I also did that. That is. I feel like that's like a good starting point because like you don't know what's going on, but it's happening, and you just got to go with the flow.
Exactly. Because it's like last time that I casted, I did look at the thing and I kind of knew, okay, I'm kind of expecting to see Zaya. I'm kind of expecting to see Nautilus. I'm kind of expecting to see some sort of Maokai or something. But I remember last year I was real excited to see like who kind of got picked and who didn't get picked. So I wanted to give myself a little bit of nostalgia there.
Yeah.
Just be completely blind. I'm hoping to see a few champions. I'm really hoping to see Lissandra just for the sole fact that I've been playing a lot of Lissandra recently.
I feel that. I am new to League, but I think the legend that I like is, or the champion that I like is Malphite because he looks cool. So that is my take on that.
Malphite is honestly really a cool champion, and it's really scary to be playing a really squishy champion against him, especially if he goes AP because he will just throw his entire mountain body into you,
Real.
and you will not survive because you don't have the health bar to survive
Yeah.
a literal mountain.
A literal mountain.
So I completely respect that. And it's very possible we might be seeing a Malphite. I know Tuesday we had a Malphite. I'm not sure if we did. Did we have a Malphite on Thursday?
Not sure.
Well, it's still possible. We
It
might
is
be seeing
possible.
that. Malphite is probably a lot more likely than Lissandra, so.
I know last time I casted, well, the first time I casted actually, uh, we had, I believe we had a Garen.
I do believe I seen that.
I do believe we had a Garen. And I can't remember the champion's name, but there was this guy, and he kept doing the spin move with his sword, and it was a little silly, but
He just became a little Beyblade.
yeah, let it rip, let it rip. Just
You gotta, you gotta respect the Garen pick, though.
gotta.
Um, I mean, I kind of expected at some point to be seeing a Garen, especially since There was a Worlds game, or I don't think it was Worlds yet. I think it was like a getting into Worlds game where a pro player picked Garen for the first time and absolutely forever and
Oh
completely
wow.
dominated.
That's good stuff. Very good stuff.
So hopefully we'll see more Garen, maybe, maybe not.
Maybe.
I did see that last time that the enemy team had a Rakan, and I will say, I would love to see a Rakan again.
Real. I I was on Twitter or X as it's known. And I saw like the official League of Legends Twitter or like maybe the world's Twitter, I don't know, it was one of them. They posted like this graphic of like six of the guy champions and it was like a boy band type thing.
The League of Legends boy band, yes.
Yeah, could talk about it. Talk about
Champions that they had put into Heartsteel are Cassante, Set, Ezreal, Aphelios, did I say Set already? And I did say Set, Kayn, and Yone.
Okay,
And they
dope.
all have like different roles. The only four who are actually going to have singing voices are Set, Kayn, Ezreal, and Cassante. Because Ezreal's not Ezreal. Aphelios' character doesn't speak, so he's just the guy who writes the music, and Yone is going to be their producer.
That I love that.
And I'm really excited to get more League of Legends bans because we already have KDA and we already have True Damage and we have Pentakill. And they released actual music as these bands.
That's wild.
Yeah, so
That's
I'm
so cool.
I'm really excited to see what they're gonna come up with for Heartsteel. I know that they're coming up with something because there's already voice actors for their singing voices.
That
I don't remember anyone's name off the top of my head, but
that's
I know they exist.
they exist and that's what we care about.
Exactly.
And Point Park League of Legends. That's what we also care about that. But I think Cassante, his character is really cool. Like I believe one of the gentlemen on our team played him and I'm like, "Oh, this is a really cool playstyle. I would love to play more League and I think I will."
Just hit me up sometime.
Yep,
We'll run a game together.
we
I'm not
will.
very good at it, but like
But we're having fun.
exactly, and that's what's important. The most important thing is just having fun.
Yeah, we love we love having fun over here at the esports team.
We do, we do. And that's why it's okay even if we lose, because you know what? Our guys had a good time. They went out there, they did their best. Hopefully we'll get a win. But
Hopefully.
even if they don't, it's still an enjoyable game to watch, and it's an enjoyable game to play, and that's what we're all here for.
Yes.
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 Gail is so correct. And if you want to see all the fun things we do outside, of the space and outside of just sitting here and playing games all the time, we have social medias. So
I think right
we
there. Yeah.
have, yeah, right down there.
On most of them, it's going to be PPU underscore esports. If not
Truth.
PPU underscore esports, it's going to be Point Park esports of some sort. You should follow us on all of the social medias that we have. I think we have most social medias.
Yes, this is true.
So we recently got Facebook and TikTok.
Yes.
Yes.
I think the only one we do not have is Threads.
Which do people actually still use Threads?
Maybe. I don't know.
I never got into it because like I'm
It
really
felt too
bad
much
at it.
like Twitter or X for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really use Twitter to begin with either. I just use it for like game updates or like whatnot.
Yeah.
Like or if like something happens in the news, I'm like, I don't know if that's real. Let me go look at Twitter because if it
Yeah.
is real, people are going to be talking about it on Twitter. I know it's bad, but I use Twitter as
Yeah.
my fact check place.
Twitter Twitter can be like Twitter is not better, but it has some upsides because like for misinformation now has like under a tweet it said this is misinformation. Don't share this without reading it.
Mhm.
So that is helpful.
And I will say compared to Instagram because Instagram also has that, but it doesn't tell you why. Like with
Yeah,
Twitter, it gives you the opportunity to kind of be like this is why it's incorrect and this is the actual truth about it,
exactly.
which I think that's pretty cool. I think that's nice.
So tell me, Gail, have you been tuning into Worlds?
I have not.
Okay, I feel that.
I need to so bad. I'm going to tonight. I'm going to watch tonight's game. But I have been really busy with school
Yes.
and everything else that I have not had time to tune into Worlds.
Midterms. Woo.
Woo!
We
We
love
love them
midterms. We love
so
midterms.
much. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
That's a lie.
Don't tell our professors we said that.
Don't tell anyone we said that's a secret between us and you guys. So, you guys should feel really honored to have a secret with us, in my personal opinion.
This is true.
Exactly.
We're like the best people to have secrets with.
Exactly, because we won't tell anyone your secrets.
We
You can
promise.
tell us
We
anything.
promise.
We promise.
Pinky. Pinky promise.
Yeah. We love you guys.
We love you so much.
But yeah, I've just been hearing news about things that have been happening and what hasn't. I heard that the other day the first World's Pentakill happened.
Oh, snap.
I actually don't know much about it besides the fact that it happened. I think whoever got it was playing Kaisa, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. There's a very high chance I'm wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised given that Kaisa is really, really powerful right now. Which is also why I'm expecting to see her in at least one of the games that we play, whether or not that's going to be a pick or a ban. And we're in. We're in the game. And would you look at that? That's Rakan.
Oh,
I
snap.
called it. They're on. That is SAIT's Rakan, but you know what? That's my boy.
That's fine.
It looks like on Point Park side we have Sion, Sejuani, Silas, Ashe, and Heimerdinger, and SAIT has Cho'Gath, Nocturne, Talia, Xayah, and Rakan. And if I am seeing this correctly, this is a strategy that I used to watch Kakid do on his own streams.
Oh.
It's called the bot lane cheese. What he's gonna do, he's gonna wait there for the enemy bot lane to come down and try and get a kill off of them before teleporting up back to top lane.
And will we see it happen?
I think we will see it happen.
We might see it happen.
Oh, I've been waiting to see a Sion cheese. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm just waiting for it to happen.
This is like the most intense match of hide and seek ever.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. It's so toxic to watch it happen.
Right.
But the fact that Point Park is bringing it out right now, I'm pretty hyped about it. I'm pretty hyped about it.
Right now we see our players locked in, of course, focusing in, and we're back to the
Let's see
game.
it. Ah, we missed the Sion cheese.
It's alright.
That's okay.
It happened. We got first blood.
Yeah, we did with the Sion cheese worked. It looks like we got the kill. No, Point Park got the kill on Xayah.
The good old minion battles.
Yeah. Early game looks like we're gonna be going slow still. Just kind of easing in, going about it. It's like Kakid on Sion is going really hard on the Cho'Gath, going really aggressive, getting off a lot of damage. A lot of good traits going on right there. I cannot express how upset it makes me to see a Heimerdinger. I know that you're new to League, but Heimerdinger is probably one of the most oh! A double knock-up in the top lane!
Oh, wow.
But Heimerdinger's whole thing is he just places little turrets around and they're very annoying.
I would see that as... I feel like that there's some advantages to that, though.
Oh, 100%.
Like being annoying the enemy team. Drawing their focus away.
Well, another really good thing about it is if there's a champion with like a skill shot for a stun, he can just place a turret down, and the turret takes the skill shot for him.
Huh.
I run into that problem a lot as a support player who plays a lot of those skill shot champions. He will just block my stun, and it makes me upset. But I'm excited to see how PPU uses that against Xayah and Rakan, because neither of them have one of those skills. However, with Rakan, his whole thing is he needs to jump in So if there's a
Ah.
lot of turrets around, that's bad for him. It looks like a lot of trades are going on in the top lane. Not on Point Park's behalf. And there's a fight over the Scuttle Crab in bot river. Nocturne engages on the Sejuani, and Heimerdinger runs up to help out and takes that kill on the Nocturne. Point Park is now 2-0.
Point Park also leading in gold right now.
That is true. We are 2K ahead. And it looks like we get out of there with another kill, going to the Ashe this time. Score is 3-0. Everyone's CS is looking pretty even, pretty good. And now we play the waiting game. Just wait and see if anything exciting happens.
Looks like we got a Mountain Drake spawning in about 30 seconds. It'll be interesting to see, you know, what team races to get that.
If they do decide to get it as soon as it comes up, it would be very smart for both teams to start placing vision around the Dragon Pit. Whether for SAIT, it would be great to place one in the pit and also some behind it to stop Point Park from coming. And for Point Park, it would just be good to get one in the pit, and maybe if we can get one somewhere in their jungle. But it looks like instead there's going to be a fight going on in the top river. Sejuani throwing a few abilities towards Nocturne. Nocturne kind of getting away. However, Nocturne did get that Scuttle Crab, so they have vision in that top river. It's like SAIT's support is now roaming the map up in the top river while Point Park stays down in the bot lane. This is beneficial for both teams in a way where Xayah is now getting solo XP. However, it's going to be a lot easier for Point Park to get a attack off on one of those, on that Xayah down there, because there's two of them. And Kakid gets a kill on a Cho'Gath despite being triple ganked. Wait, no, it wouldn't be triple ganked, it was double ganked. But there were 3 people up there.
There were 3 people there.
And he still got a kill off of that? That's impressive.
That is quite impressive.
Oh, I am so happy that we get to see Kakid's Scion. Let's see it, let's see it, let's see it. It's like Cho'Gath's coming in hot, trying to get revenge on Scion for causing his untimely demise. Going under tower without any minions, that was a cocky move right there. And Kakid gets the kill for
he
it.
gets punished for it.
That's why we don't get too hungry.
And we have slain the Mountain Drake.
Let's go.
Park has slain the Mountain Drake.
It is now 5-0. We have the first Drake. We're ahead in gold. We're still pretty even in terms of CS. But things are looking bright for Point Park University today. Let's see here. It's like we're getting all of our waves pushed up. Which does not leave room for a Point Park gank. However, it does put us in a really good position where they can't really step up to the lane and get anything done. Heimerdinger turrets dealing tons of damage to that Xayah. Mid lane seems to be playing pretty safe, which is not a bad idea, especially with Sylas. Sylas does a lot of damage once he gets that first item. And for that, Talia, for that matter, does the exact same thing. Does tons of damage once you get a first item. But we're getting a lane trade.
Oh.
It looks like our bot lane is going to go top lane, and our top lane is going to go bot lane. That's kind of exciting.
That is.
I would really like to see where this goes.
Now, does this usually happen?
No. Usually, laners will stay in their lane, especially top lane. For the most part, top lane is usually what everyone refers to it as the island. It's
right.
The top lane island. Nobody really comes up there. Nobody really leaves until late game. Of course, with some exceptions.
Highway taking some damage right now.
From that Talia, he goes in with the ability. Oh, that's the Nocturne ult word.
Yep.
I was telling you about that earlier off camera. Absolutely terrifying to go against. But it looks like Heimerdinger is going to come down as well as the Sejuani to counter gank. Talia is currently on fire, literally, as Point Park ignites her. Xayah is desperately trying to get this Scion to stop running her down. but to no avail. However, Rakan is coming around the corner. This could look really bad for Kakid unless he plays this really well. Rakan misses his ability. He ults in on Xayah. Unfortunately, Xayah does get the kill on him. But Sion passive's a little toxic, and he still gets a kill anyways. And while that's happening, Point Park is held. I think this game's looking very bright for Point Park University.
We're looking at about a 2K gap in gold. With Point Park in favor.
Let's see here. Again, CS still doing pretty even in terms of everything. Let's see. Heimerdinger tries to take the Scuttle Crab, but Talia scares him away from it. Did he get it? Who knows? Sion is pushed up to Cho'Gath's tower. He did not get it, which is kind of unfortunate, but what can you do?
What can you do?
It's like both teams are trying to set up vision. We're getting a Drake in soon.
Soon.
Cause we just killed the mountain drake, so it shouldn't be too much longer until we get another one, I don't think. It's like top lane went back to their island. But bot and mid have switched once again. Mid lane going bot lane and bot lane going into the mid lane. Kakid is just dealing so much damage to that Cho'Gath right now. However, on bot side, it looks like SAIT has pushed up to our bot tower. Point Park places the Rift Herald mid lane, hoping to get that tower, while Sion absolutely goes ham on this poor Cho'Gath.
Was that ultimate again?
Yep.
Oh wow.
I couldn't tell where it went. It didn't look like it went anywhere. I guess maybe he cast it and forgot to take it. And yep, I was right. We're getting the Drake in about 15 seconds. It'd be ideal for both teams to start setting up for that.
A close fight between Kakid and the other player up here.
The Cho'Gath, and he does get the kill on him. What is that? Dason? Day 4 SON? Dason. Like Jason, but different.
With a D.
That's... I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to pronounce it like Jason with a D. Like, I'm hoping it's like Dawson or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, what if it's Dawson?
It's possible. And Point Park has slain the Chemtech Drake, and now we get to see what soul it's going to be. Ocean Soul. This is really good for Kakid, and this is really good for Routes, because they're playing tankier champions who will benefit from the healing. This is also good for our more squishy players, because it gives them, again, better healing. And who doesn't love healing?
Who doesn't love it?
That is, of course, if they can manage to get the soul. It is 100% possible for SAIT to turn this around and get all next 4 Drakes without us even touching them. We are back. We're still at a 2K gold lead.
Looks like some repositioning going on.
Looks like both bot lanes are in the mid lane now. Actually, it looks like their support is in our jungle, getting vision on Point Park. Let's see. What Rakan can do right now, if they get too close to each other, is he can jump in and knock both of them up, allowing Xayah to have enough time to get her feathers behind them, so that when she pulls them back, they get stunned. However, that is a very risky move, because it looks like Heimerdinger is setting up the triangle of death. Also, that is just placing all of your turrets in a
Turrets.
triangle so
Yeah.
that when you're in the middle of them, it's really bad.
Yeah, that sounds like a doozy.
Ooh. That was like a plate and a half from
Yeah,
Scion.
that was a good hit.
It's gotta be demolished. Probably one of my favorite runes to run, despite the fact that I play support and I feel really, really toxic doing it. But who doesn't love doing more damage to towers? Looks like Sejuani is going to be invading the Nocturne in his own jungle. Scion's coming back around the corner also. Ashe and Heimerdinger rotating up. Rakan missing his W, but Nocturne ulting in on the Ashe. But turning around as a Talia wall blocks him from the low health Ashe.
Looks like we got some big damage on Zhao. Zhao's down.
Unfortunate. It's like huge team fight mid lane. All players are here except for Talia, who has just... We saw what happened.
We don't gotta talk about it.
Yeah, we'll for her sake. His sake,
Their
the
sake.
champion's a girl. I'm gonna say her for now. Until I'm talking about the player, then I will say I don't know. So Point Park gets the wave pushed under SAIT's tower, and we're gonna start rotating up towards the Baron pit. Is that Rift Herald though, or is it Baron? It is still Rift Herald. Heimerdinger is going to be zoning that Nocturne away from the Herald pit as Sejuani picks up the Rift Herald. It's likely they're going to be placing it mid lane, and given the fact that a lot of SAIT has had the recall, they can probably get 2 towers off of it. No matter what lane they put it in, for that matter. But SAIT and that Xayah are great at clearing that wave away, making it really hard for Point Park to do much.
Looks like it shouldn't be too much longer before we get another Draken.
Yep, the little hourglass is already on the pit. Let's see where we go from that. Looks like Cho'Gath has started taking the jungle camps, trying to get some more feast stacks up. For context, Cho'Gath's ultimate is him literally consuming someone who's low health, and it makes him grow really, really big.
Wonderful.
So you can have an absolute giant Cho'Gath in a game if he manages to get enough feast stacks.
That is quite interesting. I would be terrified.
It's very
if I
terrifying.
Was one of these players right now.
However, it is really fun. There is a game mode that sometimes rotates with League of Legends called I think it's called Ultimate Spellbook, where you go into a game and it seems normal, but you're given another champion's ultimate on like your heal ability or your ignite ability.
And you don't know what it is?
You get 3 to choose from.
Ah, okay.
So it'll be 3 random ones, and you get to pick which one you want out of those 3. And one of the options that people usually get is Cho'Gath's ult. However, Nocturne is ulting, going in onto the Heimerdinger. Talia ults as well, getting a wall up to prevent Heimerdinger and Sejuani from going back to their tower, giving SAIT a kill on Heimerdinger. The score is now 8-3. It looks like they're using this as an opportunity to take that Ocean Drake.
Looks like Point Park was able to get SAIT's first turret down as well. And another one.
Which is really, really good for us, trading Drake for getting 2 towers.
I'll take it.
Exactly. And it looks like we just got objective timers up on the board so we can see when things are coming up next. We can see that we're going to get Baron Nashor in about 2 minutes, and our next Drake's in about 5. Everyone's just taking everyone's jungle at this point. It's that point in the game. Laning phase is over. I usually use taking the jungler's camps as like a pure sign of like, okay, it's officially over now, despite the fact that everybody has been running all over the map for the past maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Looks like oh, they do know. So neither of them know each other is in the other bush. Talia throws her abilities out to no avail as Sion just walks right around all of those rocks. However, the abilities she does hit deal tons of damage.
Looks like we got Kakit stepping back a little bit.
Which isn't a bad idea, because giving Talia that kill is a very, very risky path to take, just because Talia's one of those champions where if she gets fed, she's terrifying. Especially if you're a good Talia. However, we are having a timeout right now. It sounds like there's some technical issues. So we're just gonna wait that out for a second. See if we can get some things fixed.
Yeah. Alright, Gail, so far, what are you thinking of our play?
I'm feeling really, really good about this. Of course, SAIT can absolutely turn this around at any second. That's just how League of Legends games go. However, I think the score is 8-3, 9-3,
Yes.
something along those lines. We have most of their tier 1 turrets, and we have 2 Drakes compared to their 1. I think this is looking really good in Point Park's favor.
I think the same. But what I've learned about League of Legends so far is at some points it can truly be anyone's game.
Because if one mess up is all it takes to completely turn a game around.
Right.
Doesn't matter who it's from. It could be from the entire team. It could be from one person. But you get the wrong person fed, and it's really, really hard to contest that.
It could be like that champion who, consumes people. That would be very bad.
That would be very bad, especially because he gains so much of a health bar whenever he grows that he could just walk into a turret and just like bonk,
Bonk,
bonk, no
bye
more
bye
turret.
turret.
It's like
No more turret.
yeah, it'll take a bit, but the turret will not do damage to him at all because he will have that big of a health bar. Like that's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
That or even Nocturne. If Nocturne gets enough items, does enough damage, he can come in, swoop in, take out our support or our ADC and turn around and take somebody else out just by dealing that much damage.
So with Nocturne's ultimate ability, does that completely cloud the map for players? That is horrible.
You cannot see where anybody else
But
is.
the enemy team could use that definitely for their advantage.
Oh, 100%. Even if it's like not Nocturne's not even going in that lane, like they can still come around the corner and you won't be expecting it.
Exactly.
And
We're
we're back.
yes.
I think. We're back.
We're back.
The reason we are pausing the game right now is one of the players is having a little bit of a mic issue, just to give you a little bit of context on why we're taking a moment, taking a little breather. And we're back.
Play has resumed.
You can already see that the Cho'Gath up there is getting a little bit bigger than he originally was. It's going to get a lot more evident later in the game. Because you can't have a Cho'Gath and not grow at least a little bit.
Just a little bit. A little bit of growth.
Like, you're not playing the champion right if you're not, at least double the size you were before. It looks like Point Park might be trying this setup for the drag. Possibly, maybe. No, Baron. Baron spawns in 15 minutes. Not 15 minutes, 15 seconds. Both teams are placing vision, clearing vision. Everything under the sun. And it looks like they're going to try and catch that Rakan out as he starts trying to go towards the bot jungle. However, they also have a Xayah, meaning his E range, which is his dash, is a lot longer. Cho'Gath and Sion both doing a double knockup on each other again. A little bit of...
Oh, I can definitely see that Cho'Gath has grown in size.
Yeah. It's so scary. So Juani's going to try and engage on the Xayah Rakan, but misses due to the fact that they're just too fast, too quick. Sion and Cho'Gath are going at it again. Just absolutely smacking each other.
Yep.
two giants just going at it. But it looks like Cho'Gath is struggling a little bit from Sion's pushing. It looks like he's still getting those minions under that tower, and we might be getting tier 1 bot tower as well, as Cho'Gath is focusing more on the minions, as Sion's Demolish just goes off on the tower before the tower can even think about hitting him.
Before it can even formulate a response.
The tower was too stunned to attack. That was a lot funnier in my head, I'm not gonna lie.
No, it was funny. It was funny.
No, that sounded so stupid. Alright, Cho'Gath and Sion are still going at it in the bot lane. And it looks like everyone's still kind of close around the Baron pit, clearing vision, placing vision, trying to recall, trying to not recall. It's hard to say what's really happening. Everyone's just kind of trying to play safe, kind of trying to, okay, this is the objective we're going to try and play for. This is our plan. They're definitely just planning out right now. Speaking of vision, it does look like SAIT is beating us in the vision game to an extent, given that their support has 70 vision compared to our 45. So they're beating us in that aspect, which I think is pretty impressive. I don't know. I'm a vision geek.
Looks like we're almost 4K in gold apart from SAIT.
Which is absolutely insane. Looks like Ocean Drake is up again. Both teams seem to be rotating towards it. Maybe trying to get vision, maybe trying to just bait out a fight towards the pit. Though if there is a team fight that goes on, whoever wins this team fight is going to get that dragon. Nocturne ults in on the Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger flashes into the Raptor pit and places his ult down. Silas, I think he stole Rakan's ult because he just went in and charmed the entire team. That was Xayah ult going off. We got a double kill on Imagine Club. And there's Dason. Desperately trying to get away from Point Park's wrath, but Sion is not letting him leave. He's chasing him through the jungle. Actually, it looks like Sion might be catching out to Xayah. However, it looks like Point Park's going to rotate up, try and take the Baron. Sion, Xayah, and Cho'Gath fighting to the death for the Ocean Drake. However, Xayah just does too much damage. She does already have an item and a half.
Which can be used to form an even bigger and powerful item.
100%. And it looks like SAT has gotten their second Drake, both Ocean Drakes. Now both teams are tied in terms of dragons. SAIT coming up to the Baron pit to try and fight Point Park. Nocturne ults in on our ADC, and red team has stolen the Baron. Very, very unfortunate for Point Park, but very, very good for SAIT. Now they have the potential to push in a few lanes. Sion is desperately trying to defend this tower from Nocturne, Xayah, and Talia. Heimerdinger comes around the corner to kind of help out, but Rakan is hiding in the jungle, just ominously standing there.
Standing there menacingly.
Rakan ults in, gets a charm off on the Heimerdinger, and they do kill him. Ashe ult comes down, hits, I think that was Rakan it hit, however it wasn't enough for Point Park to be able to do anything. Looks like Nocturne ult went off, so Sejuani ult went off. They got a kill on Nocturne before he can dash to anybody. And Point Park is just going to town, taking out Talia, getting a double kill on Routes. Though while they were doing that, Cho'Gath up in the top lane, Dawson has taken our top tower. But that gives us a chance to take their tier 2 mid tower. So we're going to continue pushing in, maybe take tier 3 tower if we really feel like it.
Feeling fancy.
And for feeling extra fancy, maybe we'll take an inhib. Nope, it looks like we're just going to leave it open, which is completely fair. The rest of the team is back up. It's a fantastic idea to just back off, maybe buy a few items with with that tower gold.
Point Park with a staggering 10 elimination lead over SAIT.
Looks like Nocturne ult went off. Where is he at? Who knows? He did not dash to anybody. Looks like Point Park's still running, trying to get off a recall. Talia ults down towards the river, trying to get a kill on Heimerdinger. Xayah comes down around the corner to help out with that. Heimerdinger does tons of damage to that Talia though, despite being a support. So unfortunate. That's why I hate playing against Heimerdinger.
Small but mighty.
Yep. And Cho'Gath takes Point Park's tier 1 bot tower. Looks like both teams have gone back to just kind of minding their business a little bit, just trying to figure out where to go from here. Though I have just noticed that Point Park's jungler, mid laner, and ADC have not died yet. Knock on wood, but they have huge bounties on top of their head. If any person on SAT manages to get one of them, that is so much money going to them. That probably gives them an entire another item at that point.
Let's hope these players can, hold out and, make sure no one gets that bounty on them.
We can hope. And look at that, Cho'Gath is already getting so much bigger. He's towering over Sion now.
He reminds me of a stick bug.
Really? I can see it. I can see it in that skin. I cannot stand that Cho'Gath skin. He just looks so wonky.
Is that not his default?
Nope. Usually he's purple and looks more like Baron.
I see.
One of his best skins though is called Gentleman Cho'Gath, and it's just him in a suit. And he has a British accent.
Real. Gotta be a gentleman.
Like they just changed all of his voice lines to just have like a posh British accent.
You gotta be a gentleman when you're devouring the company. You just gotta be.
Exactly. Exactly. Look at that dinosaur go. It looks like SAIT is going to start setting up around the dragon pit. Oh.
We're gonna take a slight pause for technical issues.
There's two things that could have happened. We could be having a technical issue, or somebody left the lobby and didn't let us finish the game.
Oh.
Though if that did happen, I would like to believe that Point Park won. Point Park maybe won. I think that would be fantastic. I think that would be really great and awesome and really cool. We said that at the same time.
We're so cool.
We're in sync. Okay, it looks like we did have a client crash. So, game's still going on, I am assuming.
And we will update you when we're back in there.
Yeah, or whenever we find anything else out. Until then, you guys get to see us.
You can hang out with us. The
Exactly,
cool kids.
exactly. That's so exciting.
The cool kids and the Redbull can.
Exactly. Look at it.
Look at it.
I wish I had like a marker. I would draw like a little face on it. He'd be like our little friend.
We should make a little put a little ghost thing over it, just like poke out eyeballs and
Oh, we could be like it's a little Halloween Red Bull can. Cause it's spooky month.
it is spooky month.
Which is so exciting. Which also is why we got a lot of Coven skins in League of Legends.
Oh snap.
Yeah. Which is really exciting. It's the comeback of Coven, which in that universe they make a bunch of champions. They're just witches now. They're
That's
witches and they
cool.
try and revive the old gods, and some other champions are old gods, so that's really exciting and really cool, I think.
I wonder if anyone has a Frankenstein skin. That would be really cool.
I feel like if anybody has one, it's gotta be Dr. Mundo. Like I feel like he has to have one, and if he doesn't, I mean, you're doing something wrong if Dr. Mundo doesn't have a Frankenstein skin. I feel like he does, but I don't know.
Speaking of spooky month, Gail, what is your favorite movie to get in the Halloween mood?
Insidious. I love Insidious.
Real.
However, we are back in the game now, and nothing is insidious about getting to watch League of Legends some more.
At all. Nothing spooky, except that ultimate
Yep. Darkness.
darkness complete.
It looks like SAIT has gotten the third Ocean Drake. I really hope I did not cast or curse them by saying that they could totally take all 4 Drakes behind our back. Ashe ult misses. That looks like Shirelia's off of Rakan, letting the entire team run away. However, Sion gets a knock up on Comrade Crow on Nocturne and does get the kill. So Point Parks has successfully scared SAIT off of the Baron Nashor, who has a world skin on. I've just noticed that. I've been playing League of Legends all day and I'm just now noticing that. Does look like we're gonna be taking Baron, hopefully, maybe. Nope, Cho'Gath's right around the corner.
Sneaking up behind.
Cho'Gath, Talia, the entire team. Talia has cut off most of our team, and Dally Bear on Xayah has shut down Highway 250 on Silas, getting that huge shutdown bounty.
Another shutdown.
Really unfortunate. Point Park has to get this Baron, get the something. And we get Baron. Now we have to run. We have to run for it. However, Dally Bear does also, unfortunately, kill Imagine Club. On Ashe, we have 2 members up with Baron right now, Sejuani and Heimerdinger, which is better than nobody having Baron. And especially better than the enemy team having Baron.
This is true.
SAIT. Khan jumps in, tries to ult on the Sejuani, does get the charm off, but can't do enough damage. However, Nocturne coming in around the corner with his ultimate, and they do get a kill on PPU Ribeiro. SAIT comes around the corner, taking our inhibitor. We are now very much tied. We're almost tied in gold. Their SAIT is 2-3 kills away from us. We have about the same amount of towers. It's gonna be a really, really close game.
Really. And we were just speaking about how it could really be anyone's game.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, one small thing can turn the entire game around. Though, in a sense, in a way, it does make sense. SAIT picked a lot of late game champions. In Point Park, they picked. I mean, Ashe, I would count as like that doesn't really have like a late or a mid game, just kind of exists.
Mm-hmm.
Sion, same way. However, Heimerdinger and Silas are definitely very heavy early game champions. And while they do have a presence in late game, it's not the same as like the late game scaling champions. And it looks like 4 members of SAIT are coming to engage on Sion and shutting him down, unfortunately. And nobody is low enough for him to actually be able to get a kill off. And they're CCing him. They CC'd him to death. They played volleyball with that man.
That's terrible. Terrible way to go. And you wonder the effect that has on Point Park because, you know, respawns take about 40 seconds.
Yeah, you're right. It is that point in the game. We've lost our big guy. He won't be back for another 20 seconds. I think our best bet Point Park's best bet right now is to just try their best to defend. There's not a lot everyone can do, but just trying. It does look like SAIT is going for Soul. And I hate to say it, but I think they're gonna get it.
I'm just amazed that they hopped over a wall like that.
Oh, that was the blast cone. If you hit that plant, it kind of like shoots you a little bit.
That's cool.
It is hard to aim though, in my experience at least. I don't know. I suck at aiming the blast cone. It never works. I think I'm just bad at the game though. I think that's just a skill issue.
Looks like SAIT is now leading in gold.
That they are. A 1K gold lead, not a lot. However, that can rampantly scale, and that's kind of scary. Looks like Baron Nashor is spawning in about 2.5 minutes. Both teams might want to try and go for this, or at least try and prevent the other team from getting it, whether or not they take it themselves or not. Ooh. It's like SAIT is just going to be hard pushing on Point Park to try and take more towers, maybe even take the Nexus if they're feeling real fancy about it. An Ashe ult flies down from Point Park and a teleport from Cho'Gath into the bot lane. So now the entirety of SAIT is in our bot lane and taking our bot tower. Point Park is now down 2 inhibitors. So it looks like we might be able to chase them out of our base.
You have to be really careful if you're Point Park right now. Looks like we got Baron coming in about a minute.
It looks like both teams are going to start trying to rotate up for that, trying to set up for that. And I can only assume that because most of the teams are in the top side jungle, trying in the general vicinity of Baron Pit. Point Park is in a really bad position right now. We have 2 inhibitors down. We need to really, really push up both bot and mid lane to be able to even think about contesting that Baron.
Looks like we got an inhibitor spawned out again, though.
That is great, because now we don't have super minions spawning in mid lane. Ah, super minions. My worst enemy. Then again, I don't play people who do that much, that do enough damage to take out a super minion in one hit. Though you're also not supposed to be able to do that, I think. Talia ulting in, trying to get an ult off to block Point Park from escaping. However, Nocturne comes in, ults anyways. And Cho'Gath gets a kill on the Heimerdinger.
You get a red turret and we get Comrade Throwdown.
However, Xayah has shut down Sejuani, and they take our entire team. Now it's a bit of a base race right now. We can hope maybe Sion has enough damage to take our towers. That, or he absolutely has to recall right now, and it looks like he's going to. He's going to be teleporting onto a tower to try and prevent SAIT from taking those the Nexus towers. I was about to say inhibitor. That's not an inhibitor, that's a Nexus. However, Cho'Gath just does too much damage now, especially to the towers. And it looks like game 1 is going to go to SAIT. And we ended that game tied in kills.
What a game. What a game.
Whew.
We still got a few left, though.
We do. It's best of 3.
Best of 3.
We still got this. We're still in this for the long run.
We are. Can't give up hope too soon.
That game was really, really close, though.
It was. That was like... My heart's kind of beating really fast. That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I had a lot of faith in us, and I feel like I didn't knock on the wood hard enough.
Gotta, you know.
Maybe it's not
strong
real wood. Maybe
fist.
that's my issue. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's, yeah.
I'm sure it's real wood. I just think it's like mad at me or something. I don't know. But that was a really good game.
That was a really good game. SRIT really, truly, and honestly making a comeback there.
They turned that game around in an instant. It was nuts. It was insane. It was crazy.
Looks like we're here in the space. Coach Chris talking over, you know, how the game went, how we can improve in the space.
Just trying to maybe think about a new comp to go with what we had, new champions to play, who we're gonna be banning next. Maybe take that Cho'Gath off of them. Maybe take the Xayah off of them for that matter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who we banned last time, but whoever we banned, I mean, that scares me a little bit. Oh, the anticipation for the next round.
It's killing us.
It is. There he is. There's Ricky Bobby.
There's Ricky. We love him.
We love Ricky. Welcome back, guys. It's almost game
It's
time.
almost game
It's
time.
almost game time. Right now, we're looking at our boys, looking at them planning things out. Talk about picks, talk about bands.
Really see how, just to see how, Point Ball can maybe change the course of the game.
Maybe. There's definitely going to be a Scion ban this time. They're not letting us have him. They're not letting
Yeah.
us have him at all. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see where this goes.
What an exhilarating match.
No, seriously.
Yeah,
It was insane.
it was.
I mean, the turnaround from SAIT, absolutely bonkers. It was like watching a Worlds game.
Yeah.
Except not Worlds.
Not Worlds.
Not Worlds, but close enough.
But college.
Cooler than Worlds, if I do say so myself. You know why it's cooler than Worlds? Because we're here.
Because we're here.
And like, yeah,
Yeah.
Worlds, but like, look at
But like collegiate casters.
exactly. Like we're so cool. You wanna know what else is cool?
What's
Redbull.
Redbull?
Redbull.
You see that? You see that?
It's a shameless plug. I have to.
We gotta. We gotta.
Also, our social media is also very cool. You
Also
should
very cool.
follow them.
We
maybe.
have a really cool social media manager.
We do. And there's going to be stuff planned in the future, so you might be seeing some more exciting things on the social media. And whew,
Coach Chris going over his notes.
probably talking about tips and tricks to help them out. Because while they're playing, he's sitting there analyzing, like, okay, I know I can do this, and I know we can do that, and we can do this better, and we can watch out for this that they do. Whew, I'm so excited.
I am very excited as well. I honestly really thought Point Park had in the bag. But SAIT did not, give up the fight.
No, not at all. Whew. I'm just. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Who do you think is that? Do you think who do you think is gonna get banned out this time?
I think Point Park will ban. Oh, what's his name? Stickbug.
Cho'Gath.
Toga. Yeah. I think Point Park. If do we know who goes first in pick ban?
I do not.
Okay.
I know that both teams banned 3 champions, and then we pick 3 champions, and we ban the last 2, and then everyone picks their last 2.
I see. So a total of 5 champions banned from each team.
Yep.
Cool.
Which makes sense because when you're playing a regular game of League of Legends that's not affiliated with like any tournament or anything, each champion gets their own ban. So it's 1 ban per champion,
I see.
equating out to 5 per team.
That's dope. That's dope.
Which honestly, sometimes I feel like is not enough given I think it's 165. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 156. It's a lot of champions.
Yeah.
And it feels so weird saying that it's like 156 because it's like I know all of them, and that makes me sad.
Sad that you know all of them?
Yeah,
But you're dedicated.
I am dedicated. I'm very
It
dedicated.
makes you happy.
It does. And you know what? That means that I get to be here on camera giving you guys content. I learned all the champions' names, so you didn't have to.
Go get right now. Tell us all of them. Just kidding.
I
But
can. I might not do it in order, but I mean, I totally could.
we should just have a video. Gale listing every League of Legends champion ever.
Do I have to give like a little rundown on what they do also?
We wouldn't make you. We wouldn't. I wouldn't make you.
I could do that too.
Gale's so smart, guys. So smart.
If I was smart, I would put this ability to memorize things into actual like school.
Real.
Don't tell my professors.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah, because if you stay in school, you might get the chance to come to Point Park with us, which is really exciting.
It is pretty cool.
Come to Point Park. It's really cool. We have cool programs. And we're awesome and really cool. And you can join the esports team. whether or not you want to be a player or be part of the crew. Either way, everyone's welcome.
Everyone.
You don't even have to know how to work a camera or how to be a caster. We can teach you that if it's something you're interested in learning. Just think about it.
Esports at Point Park is definitely like a learning experience, you know. You get to learn basically everything that you want to have an interest in, you know. The team here, the team leaders here, you know, they're very dedicated to making sure that we learn what we want to learn and, you know, we function cohesively.
Exactly. Like, I came in, I've never casted before. I've never touched an Adobe program. And I've never touched a camera for that matter either, mainly because I'm terrified of very expensive objects. However, being here, I like get the opportunity to learn those things, whereas like on my own or like doing any other thing, I didn't have that.
Right.
And now it's a learning experience, and you know what? I have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. This is my first year here. And I'm new to casting, but like one of the things I'm passionate about is journalism and, you know, I do press for the esports team. So that was something that like I was like, I get to write my silly things about the esports team and it's awesome.
Exactly. Like, this is just a shameless plug. We love
We love it
everybody. You
here.
should guys come to an esports team. It's really fun. And like, don't feel bad if like you're not good at everything. Like I said, I came in knowing nothing, and even now, I still can't do video editing. That's not my field.
And that's
I do
okay.
other things, and yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to learn everything.
Right.
However, if you want to, you're more than welcome. There's so many roles. Join esports. Plus, streaming's fun.
Streaming is really fun.
Streaming's fun. So is playing League of Legends.
You know what else is fun?
What else is fun?
Drinking Red Bull.
That is so true!
So true.
That is so true! Drinking Red Bull! That is so fun! Look at it, it's right here.
We need a name for the can.
We do. Caniel.
Caniel.
Like Daniel, but with can.
Caniel the Red Bull.
Unless you got something better.
I like it.
That was just the first thing I thought of. Caniel.
Candace.
Its name is Candace. Its middle name is Caniel.
Caniel Candace. Caniel Candace Esports. We have fun here.
Trying not to laugh.
I'm sorry.
I can tell on the screen how red my face is right now.
But this is neon. So, but
Oh,
that's
that's
not neon,
true.
so- I mean, this is not neon, but that's neon, so it's okay.
It's red compared to my hands, so I'm laughing very hard.
Laughing.
That's
We're
my-
laughing internally. We're laughing
Yeah.
internally.
I'm trying not to laugh out loud because Candace Caniel is in our presence, and we're not making fun of them.
Never.
We don't want them to think that, so that's why I'm not laughing out loud.
Check out all socials. See
Right
if,
there.
you know, Candace Caniel makes an appearance.
Oh, we should make Candace Caniel make more. We gotta give them a face too. They're gonna get a face. That's our new friend.
We should get googly eyes from the dollar store.
I so would too.
We should do it.
Or like at least like a little piece of paper that I draw the eyeballs on and like tape it
Yeah.
on. Something. That's what's gonna happen. Like when we cast, we're bringing on Candace Caniel. It's our thing now.
Our co-host with, you know, not a person of many words, but that's all right. Just
No.
there for moral support.
Which we really appreciate in
We-
these times of losing games.
We love Candace Caniel. We love the Point Park Pioneers. We love esports.
We love esports.
We love esports.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Speaking of esports, we have a Valorant game tomorrow at 7:30.
We do.
Tune in, maybe, if you want to. I think that would be really cool if you
I
tuned
think
in.
that would be really cool. Also,
Like you won't see me. You won't see me. I'll be doing other things. However, tune in, watch our Valorant stream. And another League stream Thursday, 8:30 again. How awesome is that?
2 times a week we play League.
We have streams every night. If you need background noise while you're like doing your homework or something, tune in. Tune in. It's perfect for that. It's perfect. It's like watching It's like watching a professional esports game as your background noise, except it's not a professional esports game, it's a college esports game.
Yeah.
Which even then, still pretty cool.
Still pretty cool.
Tune in.
Tune in.
I'll see you there. Because I don't know if you tune in or not.
We know.
I know. I'm watching.
We have contacts.
It's Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus is our
Yeah.
contact.
Because he sees everyone when they're sleeping and he knows when they're awake. So he just tells us when you guys are not watching the League of Legends streams.
This is true.
All right. We are in the draft right now. Our picks and our bans are going to be a surprise again, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't love a good surprise?
We love surprises.
We love surprises. It's like what I was talking about earlier when I wasn't listening to the draft, so I can be surprised on who we played.
Right.
We love surprises here. And I think it'll be really exciting to jump into the game and kind of see what's happening there. I think. Yeah.
I really hope that Point Park is able to ban Togath.
Oh, 100%.
I hope that for them.
I hope we can get Cho'Gath out of there. The Xayah was pretty rough once late game hit.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
feel like
true.
that's like a priority ban, but I think it would be good if like we didn't see Xayah, especially because she's really strong right now. Like the thing about Xayah is it's hard to play her into an ADC that has more range than she does because she will infinitely get outpoked.
Right.
However, if she is in a matchup that's really good for her and she can manage to get that damage in, she's fantastic right now. She's so good.
So you play support, Gail. Which of the champions do you enjoy playing the most?
Well, I am a Rakan main. I think I mentioned that. I mentioned it every single stream that I am a
Real.
Rakan main. I play a lot of Rakan. He is my main. I own.
You
I'll-
stand by him proudly.
I do. To the point where I spend so much money on Rakan skins on League of Legends. I have all but 2 skins.
Gail, how
Yeah.
many skins does Rakan have roughly?
Cosmic, Star Guardian.
More than 10?
I don't think it's more than 10.
Okay.
The Cosmic, Star Guardian, Redeemed Star Guardian, which just came out, Arcana, SSG. Well, I don't have SSG, and I don't have Heartseeker. Heartseeker? I think it's Heartseeker. I don't know. Where am I at? Elderwood, Broken Covenant. I think that's all of them. I think it's about 8,
Okay.
and I have 6 of them.
Real. Real.
Oh, I have IG Recon too. I have 7. There's 9 of them, and I have 7.
Okay, 7 out of 9. That's real.
It doesn't help that I also play a lot of I'm also a Morgana player, and I have like all but maybe 5 Morgana skins.
I don't think this is a problem. That's just that Roxanne's
I have
perspective.
a problem.
You enjoy video games.
I spend money on video games, a lot of money.
How much money we talking?
I haven't been able to check because Riot Games took the ability to check how much money you spent on your League of Legends account.
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe.
Like, I got a job, and I was like, I have my own money now, and there was a skin that came out that I liked, and I was like, I have my own money, it'll be fine, I can buy it.
It'll be great.
But now I'm in college, and I'm not working. And I'm still spending money on League of Legends.
We're gonna get you a fund, Gail.
A League of Legends
A
skin
League
fund.
of Legends skin fund.
Oh,
Just
but I
for
can finish
Gail.
my collections! I can finish all of my
collections.
collections! Oh! I have so many collections.
Gail's like oh my gosh. Dobby, my precious.
I think that's Gollum.
Gollum, is it?
Yeah, Dobby's the one you give a sock.
Oh, Dobby is free.
Yeah, Dobby is
okay,
free.
Yeah.
Gollum is precious.
Wrong Strunkly dude.
Yeah, they
Wrong.
look the same.
They do. They look
I
very
guess I used to
similar.
get them mixed up all of the time, and then you start talking to people who like both of the like fandoms, and it's like, okay, this one is my precious. This one is free.
Yes.
And then you realize that Gollum's a lot more terrifying than Dobby.
Yeah. Just a little fellow with strands of hair. Not
That-
even a patch, just strands.
That reminds me of the TikTok I seen recently. It was that guy who makes like fake toys and like puts them on like Walmart shelves. And it was called My Precious Smeagol.
Oh my
It was like a little Gollum doll that he like plugged like hair into.
Imagine, young you going to the toy aisle in Walmart. Mommy, I want this one. That's terrible.
No, I would always go for the Hot Wheel cars. I would point out that it's ugly. I'd be like, that thing's ugly, but like,
Ooh,
I would be
look,
like,
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheel car. Oh my god, they have this one. This one's a pretty yellow color. That's how I picked my cars.
Real.
I, I was like, oh, this one's really cool. It has like little designs on it. That's so fun and so nifty. I want it. And our game is gonna be starting soon. How soon? Surprise!
Surprise!
Surprise! I'm keeping it a surprise.
We're not
Unless you
telling
want to tell them.
I won't tell them if you don't tell them.
I won't tell them.
All right.
It's our secret.
Our secret that
We
we
know.
have to keep from you guys. We're sorry.
Yeah. But the game's gonna be starting soon. We get to see who everybody is. It's gonna be a surprise for everyone. I'm really, really excited. I mean, I'm really hoping that they don't ban Scion again. I really wanted to see the Scion cheese that we didn't get to see. And it looks like they let Zaya and Rakan through again. But they did not let
Is that,
Scion through. Looks like Point Park has
is that
Olaf.
Vi
That is Vi from Arcane.
from Arcane?
It's also Caitlyn from Arcane.
Oh my god.
And we have a Tristana mid, which is unbelievably upsetting, as well as a Nico support. In terms of SAIT, we have Dason on Urgot, we have Zac, Oriana, and then the Zaya and Rakan again. Also, another thing, just real quick, just so we know, the last time I casted, we had a little bit of a problem with a singed kind of flipping our graphics around. That has happened again. Just at the bottom, just pretend that the Point Park Esports and SAIT Esports are on two opposite sides. We just had a little bit of a singed problem, so just know that they're flipped around. Because we switched sides, I believe.
We did. We are red now.
Yes. And the game has started. We're gonna be taking the buff, gonna be hitting some minions, maybe hitting some champions. I said that right on cue.
Gail just knows, guys.
I know. It's like it's so wild and wacky. And it looks like Nico is pretending to be Caitlyn right now, which isn't bad because Caitlyn has a huge auto attack range. And while Nico doesn't necessarily get all of Caitlyn's damage, she does get that range, which is really good for poking the enemy ADC as well as their support.
Now, when you say pretending,
Yep.
like shape-shifting to be a different.
Nico's passive allows her to shapeshift into any one of her allies, as well as minions, jungle monsters, and a ward if she like takes it's called Shoma.
Okay.
She basically takes their Shoma and is able to turn into them from there because she is a little lizard girl.
I understand. That is quite powerful.
Nico is so fun. I love playing Nico. I just wish I was better at her. And see, there she is right there out of her Caitlyn disguise.
I see, I see.
It's like Oriana and Tristana just kind of duking it out in the mid lane a little bit, hitting their minions, occasionally hitting each other. Down the bot lane, Caitlyn's doing a fantastic job of zoning the Zaya and this Rakan off of that huge minion wave that they're pushing down. It looks like Nico's a minion. One of those minions is Nico. She's nowhere else on the map. She has to. Yep, there she goes.
That was wild. That transformation was very interesting.
It is so fun to be playing Nico like you're a minion and they won't expect it because you're just doing minion things and
Then-
all of a sudden you ult. However, it looks like Zac is going to come down, try and grab the Caitlyn, grab the Nico, and slam them into each other. However, it looks like Nico kind of escapes. However, first blood goes to AJ on Rakan. Our Caitlyn has fallen. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world.
Looks like Highway with the Heimerdinger again.
That's Tristana. Different
No,
Yordle.
different?
Different Yordle. This one just got a big gun and shoots fast.
I see.
And also can escape by sitting on the big gun and jumping away.
Real.
And uses the big gun to push people away. That champion is actually a champion I will always ban.
Always.
I always ban Tristana. I can't
It
play
seems
against
for good
Tristana. Oh, it looks
reason.
like Zach is gonna come all the way around the corner, getting another kill on Imagine Club on Caitlyn that goes to Zaya now. It is now 2-0 in favor of SAIT. Whew. Urgot and Olaf kind of messing around up in the top lane, hitting each other. Urgot has the wave pushed up, and it looks like from that kill, SAIT is going to start taking the dragon. Routes and Ribeiro coming around the corner to maybe try and take the dragon, steal the dragon, maybe get a kill after the dragon dies. Who knows? Anything can happen at this point. Vi goes in, attacking the Rakan, and Ribeiro gets the kill on AJ. Routes kills Dolly Bear on Zaya, and Point Park starts taking the dragon. Would you look at that?
Look at that. You called it.
First Drake goes to Point Park, and that was an Infernal Drake, giving them a little bit of a damage buff. However, Urgot is going to town on Olaf right now.
That's a fellow with a lot of legs.
There's shotguns in his knees.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
There's some really creative character design in this game.
definitely. The skin designs too are just so awesome. It really makes it hard not to spend money on this game. Looks like Orianna is pushed up into Point Park's tower, doing tons of damage on Tristana, which forces Tristana to have to back, because if Highway stays there, that Orianna is probably going to get the kill on him, which is not good. Looks like the score also has flipped. I just noticed it. It's now 2-3 in favor of Point Park. Just from that dragon fight, I believe it was. Looks like Urgot's gonna look to maybe engage on the Olaf. He's just zoning him off of the wave, trying to keep him away from getting minions, getting gold, getting XP, getting anything. Looks like a little bit of an engage is going on down in the bot lane. Nico is not Nico right now. We can see that from the minimap, and we don't know where Nico is. Nico hits a stun on Zaya, but Rakan comes over, getting the shield off to protect Zaya. You gotta love the lovers. You gotta love champions who go together because they're in love in the lore.
Real.
So all but I think 2 Zaya and Rakan skins match each other. And that's IG Rakan and Brave Phoenix Zaya. Which I get why IG doesn't match, but why didn't they give Rakan a Phoenix skin? That would have been so good. However, it looks like Vi is around the corner towards mid lane, maybe to look for a gank. The Rakan is doing his little roam strategy again. Looks like both teams are going to start rotating up towards the Rift Herald. It's going to be a 4v3 if something does happen. However, it's going to be a 2v1 in the bot lane. Maybe we can use this as an opportunity to get a kill on Zaya and maybe take that bot tower and maybe, hopefully, take Herald in the process. Looks like Zaya ults, goes invulnerable for a moment. Imagine Club does not have ultimate yet. However, Nico does. It's like Vi's coming in for the gank on the mid lane. Ults on the Orianna, but Zac comes around the corner. I think that's his W. W's in. Orianna ults, getting that Vi out of there, forcing her to flash away. And Xiao, I think you said it
Yeah.
was, gets a kill on routes. Score is now even. It is now 3-3 as blue team places the Rift Herald in the mid lane. That's gonna take off some tower plates. However, Nico and Caitlyn coming around the corner, getting a kill on the Orianna. Trying to chase that Zac down the lane. Does a lot of damage on him, forcing him to go start taking some jungle camps instead of defending that lane for Orianna. Though while that was happening, Xayah took that as an opportunity to take tower plates down bot lane. Routes doesn't seem too happy about that, so he chases her way. Looks like they're just gonna have like a little treaty right there, not really attacking each other, just letting Vi take the scuttle crab. Oh, and the duo recall. It's like Urgot's on our top tower, but Kakid on Olaf is gonna come around the corner and try and push him out of there. Just throwing axes left and right at this dude. It's like Point Park's gonna start clearing up vision around the river as the next Drake is up. It looks like it's a Hex Tech Drake right now, which means it won't be a Hex Tech Soul either. It's like Rakan's taking away all of the wards that Nico just took time to place, while Point Park is taking the second drag. Going in, Rakan engages on the Nico clone, but Nico stuns him to get out. However, he was able to E out of that fight. Now we can get a little zoom out of the map to kind of see things a bit better. See things from a higher angle. Zac and Urgot are invading on our top side jungle. Will they take anything? No, but they will engage on that Vi, who is just trying to recall. Vi, however, is able to escape. Olaf comes around the corner to possibly try and look at them funny if they come up that way. Rakan ults in, gets a charm off on the Nico. Nico comes in, ults around the corner, dealing tons of damage. It's a Xayah ult. And oh, and the Zhonya's. However, no, it's a stopwatch. Stopwatch is not enough to save Caitlyn from Xayah's wrath. Well, no, that was Nico who had the stopwatch. Watching Nico play, like, not even against her is insane. I never know who's who.
Is there like a visual indicator that like tells like when Nico has shifted? Like, is there a visual indicator that like tells them apart from like another minion, or is it just like you're shooting stuff? You don't know.
On the ally team, you can tell because it'll have her like health bar above it.
Uh-huh.
However, on the enemy team, you cannot tell at all.
Yikes.
Which is so fun because then you can play little tricks on people. One of my favorite to do is if I'm like in cahoots with my like ADC or even our jungler, like I'll go in the bush, like we'll both be in the bush, and I'll pretend to be them and I'll send out like one of my clones and like watch them chase and it's like, haha, that's not the one. And then the actual person will walk out of the bush thinking it's Nico, and it's not Nico.
Okay, getting an elimination on Dawson.
Ooh, let's go! I did hear a lot of clapping outside, so I'm going to assume it was a really cool and awesome play that I get to see soon. I don't know if any of that was picked up on the mic, because it wasn't as loud as some of our Valorant guys when they scream, where you can hear them on the mic, but like, it's still exciting.
It is.
Whew.
If you want to see more exciting gameplay and just, learn about our players overall, check out our socials. We have Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and
Facebook.
Facebook.
Check us out.
Check
It's
us out.
really awesome. We're not that hard to find. Just look us up. It's really cool
PPU
and really
underscore
awesome.
esports.
We're awesome and really cool. Looks like Caitlyn is chasing around that Rakan. Nika's holding off Xayah, trying to defend that tower down in the bot lane. Just a little bit. Game's going a little bit calm right now. Looks like there's a lot of people in the bot lane. That's 3 bot. Nika gets a stun off on the Rakan, hits one of her abilities. It looks like Zach's gonna W. I think it's W. I'm gonna keep calling it W. Over the wall. Uh,
And
Point
blue
Park. Go ahead.
and SAIT looks like they got Point Park's first turret.
Oh, they did. They got our bot lane. Which means they get that first turret gold. However, I think we took Herald.
Yes.
Yeah. Olaf is currently holding on to the Herald.
And Zhao with all that damage on Ribera.
That's 4 in the bot lane. Vi and Tristana coming around the corner. Orianna ult pulls them away. Rakan ults in as well. And Highway gets a kill on AJ. However, Comrade Crow slays Ralts. I think Caitlyn does get the kill on Bear. Now it's just... And there we go. Would you look at that? Caitlyn gets a double kill. Tristana gets another kill. It's awesome. And Dawson is so low, he's either going to have to recall or get caught out. Olaf places the Rift Herald in top lane. Probably going to get that tower. Maybe if Dason stays there, Olaf's going to get that kill. Just one axe is all it takes. And would you look at that? A fight breaks out, and Kakid gets the kill. Another fight is breaking out towards Dragon. I just realized it's going to be Chemtexel. I don't fully remember what buffs that gives the champions. However, it does make the plants around the map really interesting. Zach is going to jump in, doing tons of damage, gets a kill on Routes. Point Park is down a smite. Third Drake is going to go to SAIT. I'm having a little bit of deja vu here.
Seems like we've seen this before.
Hopefully it'll be a different outcome, though. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. A guy can dream. It's like laning phase definitely over by this point.
Definitely.
Actually, I'm sure it's been over for a while now, but I'm just confirming it right now for all of you out there. Laning phase is over. Everyone's just running around trying to deal damage. There's 3 each in the mid lane. Orianna and Olaf duking it out in the bot lane. Olaf maybe trying to go for that tower, and Orianna doing what she can to defend it. Vi up top lane defending the tower from Urgot. Looks like Tristana and Vi are going to try and engage on Urgot, but Rakan is right around the corner to help out. He misses his W, but hits his R, and Dason hits his R on Routes on Vi, executing him immediately. I think that does give SAIT Point Park's next tower also. Both bot lanes in the mid lane, just trying to do some damage, trying to take some minions. Comrade Crow up in the top lane, pushing in that tower.
Looks like gold is only at a 2,000 deficit right now in favor of SAIT.
However, Point Park is ahead by 1 kill and seems to have slightly better CS, at least for top lane and jungle. Alright, it looks like everyone's kind of taking it very easy right now. Top lane's missing a turret. Tristan is just trying to keep the minions off of that one. Mid lane's still holding up fairly strong. Now it's the calm before the storm.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yep, that's all we can do. Alright, looks like both teams are setting up around the Baron pit. Maybe getting some vision, maybe hopefully taking said Baron. Both ADCs are in the mid lane, just trying to keep the waves at bay, hoping that the other ADC doesn't get anywhere near their towers. Both junglers just kind of clearing camps right now, while Orianna and Olaf are still keeping their peace in the bot lane.
Looks like we're gonna have some confrontation, or maybe not.
We can hope.
We can hope.
Get some action, get some excitement, get something going on. Alright, it looks like SAIT is jumping in to engage on Point Park. They get the tower. Rakan gets off all of his stuns. However, Nico gets an ult off, stunning 2 of SAIT's people. However, Xayah gets the kill on Nico. And a double kill getting Vi as well. However, Caitlyn gets a kill on Rakan. And Tristana chases. Not really getting any of them. However, Caitlyn gets another kill on the Zac, which was a shutdown. She got shutdown gold for that. So Point Park is at SAIT's tower. Olaf is just going to town on that Orianna right now. Ooh, that was hard to watch.
Yeah.
Olaf's ultimate makes him invulnerable to CC just because he gets so angry. Which is really funny in terms of lore because Olaf's lore is that he went to an oracle and it told him that he was going to die a peaceful death. And he doesn't want that. I think, ooh, Point Park just got the next Drake. We now have 3 Drakes, which is really awesome. Sorry, I started going on a ramble about lore while something exciting was happening.
So he doesn't want a peaceful death.
No, he does not. I think it's like a thing like with his culture or something. I think like the whole thing is like you
die with glory and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So he keeps trying to go in and die in battle, but it's not working because
Fighting fate.
Because he's not dying peacefully, so he
Yeah.
will not die. He's just so angry that he doesn't die. Alright. We're back to playing the waiting game. Just waiting to see if something happens. Both teams kind of taking it easy right now. Seeing where we can go from here. Looks like they're setting up vision for Baron. Vi comes in, ults on Rakan. Caitlyn also ults on Rakan. And we're back.
We are back.
We're having some little issues, so you get to see us again. Isn't that so exciting?
We know you missed us, so.
You 100% did. We're like the stars of the show. We're the exciting ones.
We are. Don't worry about those guys.
Yeah,
We're here.
You're here for us, not League of Legends. You're here for us.
Right. So, Gail, how do you think we're playing so far?
I think we're doing really well again. However, that does make me nervous.
Right.
Because last time we had a really good early game. And it turned around. So we can only hope that that doesn't happen again. However, in the time when we were fixing something, it looks like...
It crashed.
Which is fine.
Which is
You
fine.
know why? Because you get to see us again. Isn't that so fun?
Right.
Oh, y'all love us. We're like so cool and awesome, I
We're
think.
like celebrities.
Exactly. Exactly. We're like, who's like a big Twitch streamer right now?
Ugh.
We're better than XQC.
Real. We we can solidly say that.
You should watch us all of the time. Every time we stream, you should tune in. Even if we're not the ones on the caster cam, which will be really unfortunate. However, we have tons of other lovely
All of the
casters.
cast and crew is super cool. We're all
They're
just like
awesome.
collectively cool. So you guys should come see us.
Exactly. We radiate awesome energy right now.
Truly.
Like at all times. Like we even have some of the casters out there right now doing their thing, and you know we can feel their energy. We can feel how awesome they are from all the way in here.
And it just makes us more awesome in here.
Exactly, exactly. We radiate off of each other. It all bounces off. All of the casters are so cool. Watch
So
us.
no matter who's in the room, tune in because the energy's always there.
Point Park. I think is it Point Park underscore esports. Point Park underscore esports at twitch.tv.com.tv. I don't know. There is a big team fight going on right at the bottom of the Baron pit. It looks like Comrade Crow gets a kill on Ralts, and Zaya gets a shutdown on Olaf as Urgot shuts down Highway on Tristana. It looks like SAIT is going to be fighting that Baron, doing some damage. It does not. I don't think that Point Park is going to be able to contest that, especially with the Urgot zoning everybody away from that Void monster. Caitlyn, however,
Ooh.
gets a kill on AJ. Lovely alt kill. We love that. And blue team has slayed the Baron Nashor. That goes to SAIT. And would you look at that? Singed flipped our logos around. I just noticed that. Thank you, Singed, for fixing your mistakes. Now let's see here. Nico is turning into a ward. No, is that a... Nico turned into the blast cone.
How silly.
We love that for her. It looks like people are just taking everyone else's camps. We're getting another dragon up in 36 seconds. This is Soul for Point Park. However, with SAIT having that Baron, it's going to make it very, very difficult for us to even think about going towards that dragon without, at least two people being in a lane. It's like Urgot and the entire team are chasing that poor Nico. However, he flashes over the wall. He's fine.
He gets away.
SAIT is looking at this dragon, is looking to hopefully take that from under Point Park's nose. And we're just taking a moment, taking a little, stop to kind of see where everybody is right now. And now we're going back at it again. SAIT taking that Drake. It's all right. We gave that drag. We gave that drag for the sake of keeping our entire team alive. And also getting Tristana all the way up on
and another
Olaf.
turret destroyed.
That is their tier 2 mid turret. No longer there. How unfortunate.
How unfortunate.
Point Park is just moving into their jungle. Looks like they're going to catch that Rakan out, do a little bit of damage. He escapes, though, with his life for now. Zach is charging up that ability to try and jump over the wall and hopefully catch someone out in that bush, to no avail, as nobody was there. Point Park is able to escape their little escapade in the enemy jungle. Looks like SAIT still has a gold lead, still has a kill lead. However, this game is still looking pretty good for Point Park. It looks like Dolly Bear and AJ are hitting that tower in the mid lane, taking Point Park's tier 2 tower. Vi is coming in around the corner, trying to engage on the Xayah. Caitlyn also ults in on Xayah. Rakan charms everybody. And Dolly Bear gets a double kill on Highway and Routes. And Xiao comes around the corner to kill Keed. This is not looking good for Point Park right now.
SAIT holding a 5-kill lead of us over Point Park right now.
They're gonna take that inhib turret. They're gonna take that inhibitor. And at this rate, they could probably take our Nexus turrets if they really wanted to. Looks like they're going to take a second inhibitor, just for funsies. Because why wouldn't they? But it looks like they're going to be leaving, getting out of there, buying items, coming back later. Looks like they're going to be rushing bot lane. It's very possible they could literally just be trying to take Point Park for everything they own. Looks like they might try and take that bot tower just because they can. Their entire team has started rotating bot. Urgot's in the mid lane, pushing up that wave a little bit. But Caitlyn and Nico keeping him at bay, making sure he doesn't get to take it. Xayah and Orianna taking that tier 2 bot tower, which I didn't even know we had. The entirety of SAIT is engaging on the Point Park. Dalibert gets a kill on Ribeiro. And yeah, they're just taking our bot tower because they can. Route gets a kill on, I think that was Xayah because the Guardian Angel kicked in. No, I think, who has Guardian Angel? I don't know, somebody had Guardian Angel, and now they don't because they died. And
Kiki gets that kill on Zhao.
and a double kill by killing the Rakan. Now they're engaging on Urgot. However, it looks like Urgot might get a kill on Kakid in the midst of that. And he's still chasing that Caitlyn and gets the ult off on Caitlyn. Vi is desperately trying to run away, and Nico's trying to stop this Urgot tirade. Looks like despite her best efforts, he's still going to stand there. He's still going to take that tower. Gets an ult off on Nico, and he aces the team. Point Park will not... Well, has 2 seconds until Tristan is up. Tristan is now up, allowing them to maybe hopefully fight off that wave with her wave clear. Hopefully. However, at this point, anybody from SAIT can just run it into the lane.
Right.
They just need to run it down any lane, get to the tower, get somewhere. Urgot's going to be teleporting in towards the jungle. This is not looking good for Point Park University, as we desperately try to clear out the minions to make sure they don't take the Nexus. And on top of that, SAIT is going to be taking Baron Nashor.
Just unstoppable.
Actually insane. And with that, SAIT takes Baron. From here, they have 2 options. They can run down to the Dragon Pit and maybe take a dragon, or just run it in the base and take Nexus. And by the looks of it, they're just running in the base and taking the Nexus. Let's see here.
Point Park trying to hold off, but looks like SAIT is just pushing in there.
Well, the issue is they not only got super minions, but they have the Baron buffs. Now it's Baroned out super minions. Actually insane. It's like a huge team fight's going on. Point Park doing their best to hold out against SAIT. Tristana gets a shutdown on Urgot. However, Xayah gets a double kill, killing a triple kill. A quadra kill. Oh, I hope they don't let the Xayah... Okay, it does not look like the Xayah is going to get a pentakill before this game is over. And that is another loss under Point Park's belt.
A good effort from us, though. Very good effort.
We did our best. However, sometimes it just doesn't go the way you want it to. But like I said, we're just here to have fun.
We are.
It would be nice to win, but you know what? Our boys had fun today, I'm sure.
They did. And, you know, we appreciate you guys coming out, having fun with us.
For real. These little hearts. These are little hearts for you guys. And I'm doing it this way because a League of Legends boy band comes out, and that's like the boy band thing, ain't it?
It is.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
is.
There's a point. There's a reason I'm doing this. I could do this, and I could do that, but no, we're doing this because League of Legends boy band. All right.
All right.
That That was a good game. Remember, we're having a Valorant game tomorrow at 7:30 or maybe 7. It's one of those two. And another League of Legends game 8:30 on Thursday. You should really tune into that.
Catch us at the same time.
Yeah. And follow our social medias, maybe. I think that would be really cool. And there are guys getting ready to go.
Having a conversation after today's game, gotta unpack it. Gotta, see what we can do better for next time.
Yep. And you know what? Next time will be just as fun. We did really well this time. Our games were a lot more close than I think the last few have been.
Right.
I think we have a chance. Well, I guess we it's a little unfortunate. It's a
It
little
is.
unfortunate. But you know what? What can you do?
All you can do, play your best, try your best, practice, keep practicing, and Point Park can only go up,
Exactly. There's only one direction to go.
and that's up.
No matter how many games we lose, we're learning from our mistakes. We're picking up new champions. We've seen new stuff, and maybe we'll see new stuff again on Thursday. But until then,